Had to bring up my knee to my elbow because I was like, my reticle was just like.
Oh yeah, we got that one. Good.
That's my first pig ever.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, awesome.
First pig.
We're on the island of Plavnik in Croatia. We're hunting fallow deer and SCI Dalmatian ram. Behind me you can see a bunch of stone walls, and the impressive part is these are literally 400, 500, 600 years old. Considering our country's not even 300, to give you a little bit of the historical value. We're in for a great adventure. Everybody stay tuned. The Germans are another people who take their heritage seriously, and just like all of our Wild Jaeger adventures, this one started at the Wild Jaeger's headquarters in Velsic, Germany with the Jaegerfest Wounded Warrior Party and the annual archery tournament.
Jaegerfest is a finale. It's our last large event it's our last fundraiser, but it's also our last large event prior to us taking our Wounded Warrior hunting.
After a short trip from Germany through Austria, up over the beautiful Alps and down into Slovenia, we finally arrived in Croatia. Our hunting team rallied in the town of Banat, where we caught a boat ride across the Adriatic Sea to Plavnik Island. Everybody stay tuned, we're off to Croatia right after the break.
So I remember the first time that I realized that I wanted to do a veteran hunt and actually take the time and the effort and put together something, raise money, and actually try to take a veteran hunting.
Welcome back to the show and our Wild Jaeger adventure. The island itself is roughly 4 miles long and 1.5 miles wide. There's no inhabitants here except wildlife. Deer, sheep, a few wild boar, and the 9 people in our hunting party. That's it. Our stone hunting camp was almost 500 years old, but it's been updated with everything a hunter needs, plus a few extra. And there it goes. I'm trapped on an island with Scary Larry. There goes our ride. Isn't it?
This hunt has been in the making for 3 years now, so this is our 3rd Wild Jaeger Wounded Warrior hunt. The first 2 years Kevin and I took, first it was Joey Teresi, and then we took Adam Graham.
This is an annual event that we do. The lucky recipient this year was Jake, and I want to know a little bit about the story behind where did you get wounded, first of all? Was it Afghanistan?
Afghanistan, yeah.
Yeah?
There I was, June 6th on D-Day, like 2:30 in the morning. We're going to say hello to some bad guys, you know. It was us and some NATO soft guys, and then of course the Afghanis. When they were putting in security, there was a little compromise, you know, shooting started, you know, getting our gun on. There was 4 guys with AKs and then 1 guy with the PKM bunkered in. They were waiting on us. I'm pretty sure somebody tipped them off at some point in time we were coming. Putting suppressive fire down so everybody can get off the rooftop because we're going to back off and let our CCT do what he does, you know. And then up there all by myself because my Afghani jumped off the roof, so it's just me and then all these guys just honing in on me. Then Jake, the other guy on the team, came up the ladder to support me. And that's when the PKM started opening up again. Shot him in the arm, once in the wrist and then in the arm. Then on the second burst, I got hit, you know, right between the eyes, right there in the Kevlar. Nods went black, my head jerked. What happened was the round went around. It was like about that long, I don't know, what is that, 6 inches here to here. Scored my skull.
Mm-hmm. Thank God you had the helmet on.
Yeah, thank God. I'd be dead. Yeah, I'd be dead for sure.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were able to join us on this terrific adventure that we've had this week.
Yeah, it was good.
And it was an honor to meet you, and I had a a heck of a time hunting with you. This is my new cameraman, by the way. He actually lugged that camera around this rocky island more than I did. He carried the camera, and it's no fun, is it?
No, it's not.
We actually had 2 hunting teams on what turned out to be a Wounded Warrior hunt for our Special Forces. I teamed up with Jake, and Ricky Mills, who's a retired combat vet for the Army Rangers and Special Forces, was running camera for retired SF Command Sergeant Major Larry Reeb. Greg Durner was another Wild Jaeger client joining us for this adventure, and right after a word from our sponsors, we'll get back to the hunting.
To me, I mean, it helped me just as much as I think it helped other people.
If you ever get a chance to participate in any kind of outdoor activity, veteran outdoor activity, it doesn't matter whether it's a kayak trip, fishing, hunting, whatever, I'd recommend you do it because you're going to get something out of that just as much as the veteran does. Volunteering in and of itself, give and you shall receive tenfold. Volunteering is giving. You're giving of yourself, time and energy or whatever, but you're going to get something. You're going to go home a better person for going through that experience.
Welcome back to Croatia on day 1 of our Wild Jaeger Wounded Warrior hunt. Jake and I were using a rifle, so we set up in a shooting house overlooking a large valley, and before we knew it, opportunity was upon us.
I'll find a way to shoot him.
That didn't take long, Jake. Is your heart pumping or what?
Rick is going to be pissed at me. I did the exactly opposite thing of that what he said. He said, take it easy, slow. He has to wait, he has to have it in camera.
After looking for blood, we determined that Jake had a clean miss, and it was on to the next location.
Now we are more confident, you see. It was very close. You scared the shit out of
Great
him.
footage.
If we would be so efficient immediately, that would not be hunting. It was like going to the grocery store to pick a steak or something.
Meanwhile, Ricky and Larry were going after him with a bow.
You ready to go?
I'm ready.
We just got done sighting in his bow. When you travel with a bow, the first thing you do when you hit the ground is re-sight your bow. You never go out with a bow that's been flying, traveling on a truck, whatever. So we sighted him in. He's ready to go out to 30 at least. We got Franco as a guide. Franco's carrying a rifle in case we get a wounding shot or something like that, or if there's pigs out there.
So Larry started his quest like a combat mission, sneaking and stalking through the underbrush and patrolling the rocky landscape for his trophy. Jake and I were doing the same thing when we ran into some of those pigs everybody was talking about.
Shoot the big one. Give me another one. Put it inside and wait.
Same pig?
It's game over. You see what the barns do?
Yeah,
Drive,
drops them.
and it's 150 yards for sure.
Yeah.
You have it on film?
That's more, yeah, we got that one.
Good,
think-
great.
Well, that's my first pig ever.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, awesome.
First pig. That's a case of beer.
This is Jake's first pig. We're in Croatia, obviously in Europe, but how long have we been at this? Like
Hour and a half, 2 hours maybe?
hour and a half. We got a couple shots. Thanks to Gregor here, our guide, put us on all sorts of animals today. What do you think of the country so far? This is
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a little rough walking around on. As you can see, it's rocky as heck, but it's beautiful, beautiful.
some ankle twisting country.
Yeah,
But we came across, I don't know, there had to be, what, 10 pigs
yeah.
in the group. Gregor asked us to shoot the small one because we didn't want to carry it. Gregor made quick work of the field dressing, and then we had the treacherous walk back to camp. You don't drag anything over this terrain. On the other end of the island, Ricky spotted an excellent management buck, and Larry was doing his best to get close enough for a shot.
He jumped it. Did you see him? No. You heard it coming. So Larry just took his first shot.
Yeah, so So we were sitting there watching for a few minutes, you know, and I didn't feel good because of the way I was offset to my left. So I was getting ready to try to go around right because I knew he was busy. He wasn't paying much attention. So, but anyway, I came back. I got off to my left. I had a pin on him, man. And as soon as I let go, I saw the arrow flying, and it was going exactly where I put it. But he heard, in between that 2 seconds, he heard the fling, he heard the boom, and he backed away, and the arrow went right in there. Exactly, I mean, it was exactly to the point where I aimed.
We stalked up on that deer out of nowhere, folks.
Yeah.
It's highly possible to stalk up on deer on this island.
Welcome back to day one of our Croatian hunting adventure, and a day Larry will never forget. After missing a buck in the morning, Larry found himself closing the distance on another buck that same evening.
He was just on the other side of a stone wall, and the wind was full in our face, so he had no idea we were coming. It was noisy, the wind was blowing, it was loud, and I just ducked behind the wall and basically crawled up.
Awesome.
And that led us to day two and more success.
So Greg just smacked the buck too. We're getting ready to take some pictures. Greg, Weidman's Hollow, you just got your buck with a rifle.
Weidman's donk.
What do you think? What do you think about Fallow Island in Croatia?
This place is amazing.
The afternoon of day two was just as amazing, and Jake got a shot at redemption and another trophy buck.
So my friend, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
A beautiful hunt today. I didn't want to, to come home without something in my bag. So
That's good.
you shot a very nice stag. My opinion is he's 6 years old. You can see already he has a nice neck.
Yep.
And that's his sixth head. It's around 150 CIC points, which is almost a bronze medal. And you gave him a perfect shot. So in Europe we do this as a tradition. His last bite. By Masail.
Mamasal.
Here you
And
are.
with all the shooting, me and Ricky were ready for our shot.
It's my turn. So Larry's on camera. I'm on the boat. You ready?
Are you ready?
And the answer to that question was no, as they stumbled on a beautiful black fallow buck. The deer stayed just out of bow range, and as light faded, we were hopeful for day three. The next morning was fruitful for Jake again, as he harvested a management buck. Nice shot, buddy.
That was a long wait.
Jesus. Waiting for that last step.
Reds.
Nice.
That's good shoot.
Day three, folks. Evening hunt. This is it. The last time we're going out. Maybe go out tomorrow morning for a few hours.
And Jake was the only one shooting on day three. Ricky and I hunted hard that whole afternoon and well into our day four morning of our 3-day hunt.
Kevin doesn't have a buck. I don't have a buck. Jake's been smacking the living crap out of him.
I had a few opportunities on lesser bucks, but I was after a trophy. With last-minute pressure and a monster buck roaring in my face at less than 25 yards, I simply choked. It must have been the long-distance shot. Ricky, on the other hand, was in stealth mode, using the wind and this stone wall to his advantage. He actually got it done.
So buck down, we're in Plavnik, Croatia. Again, it's 27th September. I don't know if you can hear any of this. The wind is just gusting like mad out here, but we got it done. I'm getting on a boat in 3 hours to drive back to Germany. When you get down here on the island of Plavnik and you're working with Gregor's got you all set up here. He's feeding you, he's housing you. Every little thing that you need to be successful, he's gonna make happen.
I learned that I am a man, I can grow hair, and I suck with a rifle from 25 meters.
That sucks.
I don't know what happened. I do know that, as always, this was another incredible wild Jaeger adventure.
You can go to our website, wildjaeger.com, www.wildjaeger.com. Go to the Wild Jaeger Veteran Adventures page. You can scroll down, read some of the information we have in there. You can watch some of the videos of previous Wild Jaeger Veteran Adventures. But you can also go all the way down to the bottom, and there's a donate button right there if you'd like to give monetarily. If you want to do something with access to land, access to game, or resources, you can go to our Contact Us page on that same website. You'll see John McCollum's contact information, phone number, and email, and my, Ricky Mills' contact information, phone number, and email. Get a hold of us, and we'll hash it out. And we'll figure it out. We have 50 states in the United States. We're just, like you said, the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to do. There's so many veteran support organizations out there. That's the big question that I get a lot of times. There's so many veteran support organizations. Hey, Rick, you're a retired Army guy. Give me an example of one that you think's a good veteran support organization. And
Wild Jaeger Veteran Adventures.
And we created one. We went out and we built our own.